Hi, I'm Gene Simmons, and you're not. GeneSimmonsVault.com. You should go there and then go to Loudwire.com.
Hey everyone, Graham from Loudwire here, and it's Wikipedia Fact or Fiction time with Mr. Gene Simmons. Thank you so much for joining me here with his Vault box set.
What he means is the GeneSimmonsVault.com box set.
Exactly.
GeneSimmonsVault.com box set.
You can pick it up right there. So,
actually, it's difficult to pick it up because it's
it
about
is very
40
heavy.
pounds. Yeah.
It's big.
And it's also not heavy. It's my brother. He's not heavy. He's my brother. Name the band. You know Behemoth, but you don't know that classic song.
I listen to the good stuff.
No, millions of people determine what good stuff is, not 3,000. Good stuff is defined by the masses.
Bieber, One Direction.
Well, their fans think it's good.
They do.
And then if
and they should be able to
right.
think that.
And then unless if and when you think you are the only proponent of good, holier than thou.
That is a problem with us metalheads, I must say.
Okay.
Well, I went onto Wikipedia, pulled out some stuff that may be fact or fiction. I feel like you're a very good source about yourself, so you can confirm or deny.
The build-up is too much. Just go for it.
You understand. First of all, it says that you've gone by many other nicknames. Of course, we know the Demon, Dr. Love, and God of Thunder, but it also listed Reginald Van Helsing.
It's true.
That's true?
Yeah.
When was that name used?
70s.
Oh, okay. Back in prior releases, or?
When we tour in hotels. But I'm also secretly, and sometimes, although I won't use it anymore, Siri, what do you call me?
You're my Lord and Redeemer.
You know, that's something that you gotta keep changing it up.
That really just happened. That was
it?
fantastic. Fantastic.
You like that?
I love that. Wikipedia says you can speak Hungarian,
I can.
German,
Yeah.
Hebrew,
Yeah.
and some Japanese.
English.
English as well.
Yeah. Very few Japanese phrases, but yes.
At age 8, you immigrated to New York City with your mother, and you were raised in a Jewish household where you practiced playing your guitar at hours without end.
That's true.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So when did you start playing guitar?
Well, I'd seen the Ed Sullivan show on the Beatles, and I actually emotionally got a connection to it. I didn't listen to the music so much because I didn't know. I was much more immersed when I first came to America with my mom. Fats Domino, Little Richard, Chuck Berry. I mean, that sounded like music I'd never heard before, and so I was, an avowed fan. Good God, I miss my... I mean, I couldn't speak English, so I went, like scatting.
Yeah.
Like the Ella Fitzgerald jazz scatting, because I couldn't say the words. And I didn't know what's a womp babaloo womp a womp bam boom. Where's that in the dictionary?
Who cares? It's good.
I like the way you think.
Yeah.
And so then the Beatles thing came on, but I always felt like an outsider when I saw them on TV. I understood that you could be an outsider, look weird, talk like that, and speak differently, and look and have silly haircuts and all that, like this silly haircut.
Wikipedia says your first band was named Lynx, and then later was renamed to the Missing Lynx.
True.
That's true.
Yeah.
What was that band all about?
It was two guys, Seth Drogamagian, Danny Haber, and myself, and we were brave enough to get up on school stage when it was talent show, and we did Everly Brothers and Otis Redding and some Beatles songs, some Kinks. And I didn't play guitar then. Seth Drogamagian, my school chum, played guitar, sang harmonies and stuff. And the school liked it so much that they gave us the school dance. So there we were all of a sudden making $50. I went, wow.
Playing the Everly Brothers at the school dance. That's really cool.
You know who the Everly Brothers were?
Dude, Dream.
Oh, no,
Dream,
don't sing. No, don't sing.
In November 1972, yourself, Paul Stanley, and Peter Criss played a showcase for Epic Records A&R director Don Ellis in an effort to secure a record deal. Though the performance went well, Ellis disliked the group's image and music.
Yes, and also Peter's brother threw up all over him and back of him.
Really?
Well, he was a drinker and, just a real higher form of life. So Don Ellis ran out of there.
Ah, okay. I suppose that didn't help much.
No.
When you're being vomited on. Vomiting on a powerful man. Not good for business.
Nope.
The first
But
Kiss...
we got signed there anyway.
You did well for yourself.
Yeah.
The first Kiss performance was on January 30th, 1973, for an audience of 3 people at the Popcorn Club in Queens. And for Kiss's first 3 gigs, you wore little to no makeup.
Well, I wore full makeup, but some
Okay.
some of the guys didn't put on the white face, just the outline. That's true.
Okay.
And I negotiated the deals, and I got the contract. The first one was $35 for the band.
To play a gig.
Yeah, but we didn't care. It was just so romantic and magical. It's like running away with the circus kind of a thing. You just throw caution to the wind and you go do cool stuff.
It says that the blood that you spit at Kiss concerts is an effect made primarily from raw egg whites, strawberry syrup, and red food coloring.
With the yellow that's the
With-
sticky part.
With the yolk of
Yeah.
the egg.
Only if you get the yolk. Oh, Gene.
So not egg whites, the full egg.
The
A
full
tiny
egg.
bit of fiction in there. Nothing to Lose. The song chronicles the singer coercing his girlfriend into trying anal sex and her subsequent enjoyment of it.
I thought about the back door. Yeah. Before I had a baby, I tried every way. She didn't want to do it, but she did anyway. Thought about the back door. I wrote the song, can't remember the lyrics. She didn't want to do it, but she did anyway, yay, yay. I said, baby, please don't refuse. You got nothing to lose. You got nothing to lose. Yes, it is in fact that. And the inspiration came from a song I heard when I was a kid called Backdoor Man, which was an old blues song. And I didn't know what Backdoor Man was. And then I found out.
Calling Dr. Love. The song's title came from your recollection of the Three Stooges film Men in Black, which contained the
No.
No.
You're getting close.
Am I?
Yeah, but no film, no nothing. The Three
Okay.
Stooges made shorts. They were half-hour long.
Okay, yes. So
Calling Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard, calling Dr. Fine. And I started to walk around going, calling Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, calling Dr. Howard, calling Dr. Love, calling Dr. Love, because I got the cure you're thinking of. Oops, what did I just say? And the song, and there I was doing Georgie Jessel, who you have no idea.
I've heard Gilbert Gottfried reference him before.
Georgie Jessel?
Yes.
He was going to be the original jazz singer.
In the Jazz Singer film?
Yeah, but he was a jackass. I knew Georgie
Oh.
before he died.
Oh. Do you believe he was a jackass?
Yes.
Yeah. You have to admire the honesty, really, you do. Christine 16. The song's title was originated by Paul Stanley, who was planning to write a song under that title until you beat him to it.
Yeah,
That's true.
but I'm not the one that started that. When we first started the band, we'd share ideas, then we'd go off on our own, and then come back together and work it out. So I'm telling Paul, I got a great idea for a Stones flavored song. Instead of Brown Sugar, I'm going to call mine Black Diamond. He goes, well, what's that about? Like a diamond in the rough. She's a prostitute and everything. Oh, that's a great title. Next day he comes in, here's Black Diamond. Hey, I was writing Black Diamond. So, we've always had a wonderful, friendly rivalry. And there was a conversation that Paul said, all you ever do is write monster songs like God of Thunder. I'm the God of Thunder, and I will give you a virgin and stuff. I'm going, yeah, that's right. So he went off and wrote that, and I said, all you do is ever write, Christine 16, because you're a chick, and I don't really give a fuck. So I went off and wrote it, and both turned out fine.
It says that by the end of the Dynasty tour, tensions between Peter, Chris, and the rest of the band were at an all-time high. His drumming skills had noticeably eroded, and he even intentionally slowed down or stopped playing altogether during some concerts.
That's accurate.
That's true. He would just stop during the middle of a
If you
song.
got angry, yeah, he'd stop. Or throw a drumstick at us in the front of the stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be a...
But it's drugs. You just can't get around it.
Yeah.
It's difficult to run a race high.
It says that Anton Fig was considered a member of KISS for one day.
No.
false.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did play on a whole record because Peter just wasn't cutting it. So, but we didn't tell people. But Anton Fig actually played on Mass, I think it was, the whole album.
Okay. So it says that he was fired by yourself and Paul, who felt like he was not a good fit for the band. But
Almost. Actually, Ace voted also to let him go.
okay.
All three of us.
All right. So a bit of fiction in there.
Or incomplete.
Sure. It says after Ace left, notable musicians who auditioned for the band include Doug Aldrich of Whitesnake and Dio, Richie Sambora of Bon Jovi, and Yngwie Malmsteen.
I don't remember Yngwie, but he could have been. But we had Carmine Appice, you know, the
Of course.
drummer. We had a great drummer. No, there were a lot of people, and some of the people we were not mentioning. There was a Hart guitar player. I think Howard Leese auditioned. Everybody wanted to do it, and we wanted people who weren't known.
Ah, okay. Interesting. You wanted to definitely have their own identity within the band.
Yeah, because, you know, I used to play with Perry Como, and now I can be in Kiss. You have no idea who Perry Como was, right?
I've heard the name.
Oh my God. You ever hear this guy that looks like he's dead? It's impossible if I got... No. Okay.
Sorry.
Why is it millennials have a 5-year attention span? Anything that happened before?
I remember
How about
everything in my
dinosaurs? Have you heard of
lifetime.
dinosaurs? No.
I just sang the
no.
Everly Brothers for you.
Okay.
Vinnie Vincent.
Because your dad.
No, that was all me. My dad likes Steely Dan.
So do I.
They're all right. Vinnie Vincent was fired following the Lick It Up tour, due in part to excessive guitar soloing at a 1984 concert in Quebec.
Well, he was let go because he never, to this day, ever signed his contract.
Oh. He was let go because he didn't want to sign a contract?
Well, he kept renegotiating, and we said this is simply an offer for employment, and there's no negotiation.
Gotcha.
You want the job or not? Oh yeah, I promise I'll pull out. And it just kept going and going, and we did tours. We couldn't insure him, so eventually we just let him go.
Okay. Was excessive soloing ever an issue?
Sure.
Okay.
But that's not a legal issue.
It says on Wikipedia that yourself, arguably the driving force of Kiss during the 1970s.
Yeah, that's not fair.
No?
No,
Okay.
I think, you know, it's politically correct to say all for one, one for all. I think it's fair to say there's something called chemistry. If I was with the wrong guy, with a different set of guys, like if you guys and I formed a band, we may not have reached all the way. Driving, schmiving, so you depend on each other.
Okay. But Wikipedia says you became less involved with the group in the 1980s as you pursued outside interests, mostly in film.
True.
You feel like you were not quite as involved in the 80s as you were in the 70s?
Right. It was also not an interesting time for me. The guys in bands started to look prettier than their girlfriends. And, I mean, we also succumbed to that, you know, the Bon Jovi Poison thing. I didn't think it had as much validity as just sort of, you know, men were becoming feminized. And I think that's okay in jail, but outside.
Last one for you. Gene Simmons' Family Jewels. Although it is presented as a reality series, it has been noted that some events shown on the show did not actually occur. One of these events was depicted in the finale of Season 3, where the viewer is led to believe that Gene purchases an Australian football team, Carlton Football Club, while in reality there is no record of the team being sold to you.
The reality is that I did purchase it. It was a one-day purchase, and it's called a foldback, I think, where you go in, and it was a way to shield taxes, Australian taxes.
Really? Wow. Okay, how does that, you're paying taxes in Australia?
As soon as you earn money offshore, you have to pay offshore taxes, and then that's put against the American taxes, but they hold on to your money, and while they hold on to your money, you don't get the benefit of the, you know, they loan out your money while they hold on to it for a year.
Okay.
It's an old banking trick, and it's legal. Yes,
Right.
to circumvent that, what you want to do is to minimize your legal and tax exposure. Children, sign up for the Gene Simmons Masterclass, or More importantly, go to genesimmonsvault.com and you'll find everything out.
Thank you so much, Gene.
It was a
Much
pleasure.
appreciated.